on this Aphelios, so it's going to challenge him with how he plays these team fights. But the most interesting thing for me is that Aki has decided to go with the Viego for this game 1 alongside the Ari, where they do want to go.
They're really looking for to try and go for cleanse has to be used, a flash, and they're going to jump onto Abel. He wanted to save his support, and unfortunately he gets punished.
The follow-up hook, and maybe PP goes in trouble once again.
Yeah, we're going to see them go straight in on top of him. Sean flashes in, gets the Nature's Grasp down, and they'll donate that one over to the fund over here with a teleport coming in from Yagao. This is a full 4v2 situation. No minion wave, though, means they're going to be able to take out the Lulu and the Aphelios without any real contest. And BLG, they're not looking tired at all. They're looking at a dive in that top side as they look to try and take down Yagao. Now kind of isolated away, a flash for flash. Shanji keeping himself in tow. Nicely done there by 16 minutes into the game. We are seeing full items being picked up. Here we go. We're going to see a full engage there on top of Aki. Abel getting caught out. And everything thrown at him, including the kitchen sink. They're looking to maybe burn down Bin, but he's still fairly healthy. Definitely struggling to kind of deal with this one here. The Gragas looking for a bit of a flank. We see decent poke coming out from the Jason. A good hook there straight onto Cream as he's forced to go into Zanya's. But how can you really fight this as OMG? There's just so much being thrown at you. And Elk is just completely untouched. They are shredding through these health bars, and there's just nothing OMG can do. Said earlier, it's going to come down to either a BLG mistake or an OMG god play for them to really go for it, but that's a nearly 3-item Xayah who is just shredding through your front line. There's nothing you can do about it, Shanji. He'll have to try and run away now. You don't have a front line available to try and keep Abel alive, and he gets jumped on, bopped up. Welcome to the bounce house. Double kill for Shun. It is just kind of the way it is. I think that Elk is quickly, if he can continue this form, will be putting his name alongside some of those big accolades. But here we go. This could be the final fight.
Oh my
God! Elk not taking any caster curses and is just deleting everyone. He's 1v3ing. He's literally dealing with every single person on the back line. And there's just nothing that Shanji can do here. He'll have a slow and painful death even throughout the TP because he knew exactly what was going down. And in just over 24 minutes, BLG will decimate OMG in game number 1.
Look, Oshin, I know we're on patch 13.10 and assassins are broken, but when did Xayah become an assassin? Because Elk just 100-0 the bottom lane of OMG. Abel still having those 2 summoners just meant no one expected the Xayah to do just that. But game 1 going towards BLG in a convincing manner.
Yeah, I mean, they'll throw out a couple of KDAs there to make sure they had a bit of fun, but they also got the kill there right at the end onto Cream, who I believe was 0-0 and 0 up until that point. But, I mean, it is formed from MSI now into this summer split. And on the other side here, like you said, you're looking to try and combo in, get that Cyclone down on multiple members, use that equalizer to put down your damage. But for the highest kind of setup, but here we go. They're going to jump straight in on the PP God. He has nowhere to go, and he is dead. The hook onto Abel as well. His ghost, his flash is down. One more auto attack to Elk. BLG.
Red buff and look for a level 2 gank, and the hook connects once again.
Yeah, I mean, this is over. There's nothing you can do here as Abel. You're just done. Hex flash.
I don't know if they're going to be able to execute this without the ultimate.
Gonna look to try and dub into it, but they should be able to get themselves nicely
playing
done.
Towards that top side, but Cream's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. He's not going to be able to get away from this, you would imagine. He's still ticking down. He flashes, but only to waste the summoner spell. To be perfectly honest, Cream, though,
no.
he gets caught. He's going to get CC'd down. You knew the Nautilus was in the area. And on. We're going back to live in a 1v1. Can Abel do it? The good flash. Ooh, Elk just about does it, but will the minions finish him off? No, the health pot keeps
anything, but I think PPGo just went from mid lane to bottom lane, and his ADC unfortunately got 1v1.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
This is going to be PP God falling down to Bin. Not having a great time, but this one here, and Shanji flashes over to follow him down. So plenty of healing with that ultimate on the Severum. So maybe they're going to try and lock him down now. They do. They kill him. It's just a little bit too little too late. And BLG have found themselves a nice way of making this one work. Cream is going to be forced to try and use his ultimate, but he's not going to be able to get out of it just yet. Got it out here as they look to try and maybe go for a Hex Flash. They will burst him down before he can go anywhere, and they'll get him. The hostile takeover is fantastic, though. Elk gets caught out just a little bit more. He does have his ultimate to try and throw out. And yeah, after everything's all said and done, there's only a flicker of light. Frost, he might even be able to go for a kill if he really wanted to.
It's okay. The timeline is that
I mean,
Elk's ultimate's gonna get burnt and he's gonna get roasted by Shanzi. That's the angle. He's gonna get fed this game. Unfortunately, we haven't seen Rumble join any of these fights just quite yet, as we see Cream going 0-3 and 0 in this top lane as he gets dove.
you know, kind of feeding, I suppose, every now and again. But for me, it's just got to be, you know, little by little, bit by bit. We should be able to get something. Yagao, though, will die to this gank in the bot lane, as Aki is really for these teams, is that when you're put under the, you know, the pressure of it, yes, it is exceptionally difficult, but once you're able to work with it, it can lead to absolutely fantastic results. And now we are going to see Cream getting knocked up, hit by the hook, and he is dead. The equalizer used, and it's not really going to do a hell of a lot after it. Aki trying to jump onto Elk, who does have flash and ghost, doesn't use it just yet. Finally forced to use that as the hostile takeover, nearly able to keep on in the fray of it, but Shanji has to flash in, and now PP God and Abel, the only ones left, are looking to try and see if they can turn this one around, but the Moonlight Vigil will hit absolutely nobody. And look, it's a decent fight from OMG. Here we go. Will this work? Will it work? Will it work? It will! And that's what you want to be seeing. Yagao, patient as ever, gets himself his kill. The Hunter
doesn't have the Baron buff on it, as you can tell in this wave. So that's the only reason why he's exposed.
That's why it's exposed. And speaking of exposed, On goes a little bit too far forward as they look to try and get a hook there, healing from his passive. But Aki, get him down. Bin is not having a fun time, but you've committed 2 people bot side, which means that they can commit now onto Cream. He's dead. It's a great Moonlight Vigil, but not the right guns at the time. And Abel just about gets himself out. I just don't see how you hold on to your base.
A really tough series for Cream to start up the summer split, but we know that he is a much better player. Maybe it's just being a little bit rusty as an engage from OMG.
They're looking for him. Aki does have him, and On gets taken out, but Elk is the priority target because he can do stuff like that. Flash in with the feathers, gets himself all that beautiful damage. Now we're going to see them kind of going in for from two different fronts. They jump in. Cream gets caught up here and has to use the Spirit Rush over the wall, so he's lost that. Elk gets hit by the Equalizer, and he's kind of taken out of the fight a little bit. Yagao goes golden after using his ultimate, and he's now dead. BLG having a little bit too much fun around the big purple worm now in a 4v5.
Definitely the angle for OMG to take, and they need to rush this. This is their opportunity. 4v5.
4v5. They know they can go for it. 4,000 HP on the Baron. OMG looking to have to try and make this one work for themselves now. You get Shun coming in, looking for a smite fight, but it is secured by the side of OMG. They get the fight afterwards. That is the big thing as Shanji burns down these health bars. Cream goes golden to make sure he doesn't die, and BLG, they're not done yet. They have to continue this game. I will say those super minions are in the base. So you jump on and put out a decent amount of damage. They know exactly where that flank is coming from. Cream sitting himself up onto this backside of the Dragon Pit as the Dragon gets taken to about 10,000 HP. There's going to be a great charm, and that's Elk forced into an immediate ultimate and flash away. The Nico's gone down. OMG crawling this one back. If they get the Elder off this one, it's huge. They've just been able to take Elk out of the fight, trying to heal up with that red buff and the extra little bit of damage from the Bloodthirster as well. We are going to see a TP coming in because it's a TP from Bin. Bin's going to look to try and end the game. He needs to go back straight away. They're going to try and end the game as quick as he possibly can, but a good Baron recall from Shanji means that he cannot go for it. Why did Elk get the...
They got Elder!
Elk got Elder! I'm not quite sure how that happened, but On's going to be dying anyway. Shun looking to try and see if he can get away from this one here. Bin needs to try and get away though.
Aki as well, so he's not afraid to go in and send it.
Here we go. They're going to look to try and catch out 2, and they get themselves 2 up. Cream cannot make anything else happen. The hostile takeover does not land onto Elk, which means that he is just putting out consistent DPS. It's all onto Abel. He needs to save this game for the side of OMG, keep them in this series, and he will take down Yagao. But is it enough?
A 2-for-1 trade, and Baron is still up and available, so I don't know if On can get his fingers onto Abel here.
Yeah, they're going to flash him over, going to try and CC him down. He doesn't have flash anymore, but he's still ticking down this damage. Finally gets taken out. The Renata not in position to give him the bailout. But Elk level 18, highest level in the game alongside Shanji. And this is what it's all about. Hook does land. They're going to try and jump in and burst out Cream, and they do just that. The hostile takeover is fantastic. And Elk is already in a lot of trouble, but there's just too many feathers. Bin on the backside finally gets himself an engage, and that is going to be the game. It's a clean 5-0. The ace comes in for BLG, and they will take themselves a 2-0. It was clean until it wasn't, but a 2-0 is a 2-0 nonetheless.
And it started with On landing every single hook onto the carries of OMG, and it ends with On landing that last final hook onto Cream, and they're going to be able to take the series away 2-0 up against OMG.
And a great return there for BLG into the league.